As an entrepreneur and now as a venture capitalist, modeling is paramount important. It is the business. Every model is, well, every business is based on assumptions. And if all those assumptions are true, then every business plan I see would be successful. But we know that 9 out of 10 startups fail. So obviously when you model that business out, some of those assumptions are wrong. I always tell startup companies that we're investing in, to have their model, but half those assumptions are wrong, and I don't know which half. So very quickly, the model clues a young entrepreneur in to figuring out what are those key indicators that are going to drive their business. Often it is the cost of customer acquisition, or the sales cycle. If you can close sales in 30 days versus 60 days, that moves cash way up front and can mean the difference in life and death for a startup, or how much startup capital they're actually going to need. People used to write detailed business plans, and page after page, and they were pretty much obsolete by the time you finished it, because as soon as in a startup you don't know what you don't know. But you have to start with a plan. And I always encourage entrepreneurs not to hand that modeling off to a financial person or a CFO. They need to do that model themselves, because it is the exercise of doing that model that's really going to give them a handle on their business and what numbers they need to look at every month to see what's going to drive their business. And it'll help them make good business decisions along the way. So today, instead of writing those complex business plans, the page after page, the model today for a startup really is that spreadsheet and modeling out those assumptions that business is founded on, figuring out what the starting variables should be, figuring out what are those indicators of performance that are going to drive the business. Then every month going back and tweaking those assumptions so that the model can re-forecast their future. It really is the console by which they're going to drive that business and lead it to success.